Hello guys, a little sad news for those of you that know who he is. C. Martin Croker passed away yesterday. Cause is unknown as of yet. And I know some of you might be wondering, with all that's going on in the news lately, why would I pick this to talk about? Well, I'll tell you why. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be running a FNAF channel right now. If you go back and you look at his body of work, both as an animator, as one of the people that really, if you look at Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which he did so much talented voice acting and animation on, and so much that he did on Cartoon Network and all the other work in his body of work, he's done so much voiceover, so much voice acting. A lot of it is, if you look at it, at least from my point of view, everything that I devoured all these years of his work, it's a logical progression from his work up into what I'm doing now. And, you know, it's one of those things that makes you stop and think. He's not actually that much older than me, and I'm not saying that in a grim way, it's just, I always admired his voice acting, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast was one of those shows where it was never hugely popular. People are gonna, you know, everybody's gonna jump in the bandwagon, everybody and their mother's gonna say, oh yeah, I watched it, but, you know, it was never hugely popular. I remember at the time I was watching it and people were like, eh? It's sort of like you play FNAF now, and FNAF fans know one another, and yet you mention it and people were like, huh? But what? If you actually ask for FNAF, in 99 out of 100 times, people are going to go, what? And then you go Five Nights at Freddy's, and they're like, huh? So you guys know what I mean. So, it was the same thing. You'd mention Space Ghost, and people would either look at you and tell you were loser or lame or something. People didn't get it. It was the same kind of, well, it was a lot like the same kind of sly comedy. It was, you know, you either got it or you didn't. You thought it was brilliant or you were just too dumb to get it. It was the same thing. If you can ever, like, see some of the clips, and I will give you a link over to his channel. And he was just brilliant, and there are a lot of tributes now to him, which are well deserved because, at one time, voice actors were not appreciated. Thankfully, YouTube has changed that. Voice actors just, you know, they were not appreciated. At one time, I don't think they were even credited. Thankfully, they get credit now, and animators are credited now. All artists are recognized as the artists they are. And he was, you know, an inspiration to me. But, you know, at the time, we didn't have the YouTube we have now. You didn't have the ease of access you have now to all these great personalities. So I just wanted to take a moment to recognize him. And of course, I recognize everything else that's going on in the world, but it's a big loss to the community because the man was so talented. He pushed so much. He made Cartoon Network what it was in its heyday. He started off Adult Swim. He started off, if you're a huge fan of the Cartoon Network anime, you have him to thank. Hugely influential on a lot of us that love voice acting, hugely influential on a lot of people that love to do animation. So, hats off to him. If you like me having this channel, well, he was one of the influences on me. I just always love the characters he's done. I've always loved those deep voice characters because I've always been fascinated by people that can do that can just carry off a character and carry off a character well, that you know it's not an effort, you don't hear the strain in their voice. And he could do these characters, and could do all sorts of characters effortlessly. He had quite the repertoire, so I'm going to give you a link over. And I don't want us to be sad. The kind of personality the guy has, you can look up clips on him. I don't think he'd want us to be sad. So let's celebrate the guy home. And again, guys, just remember to be thankful for the people you have now and show them appreciation now. That's why I don't do these clips every time, you know, someone passes, but I think we should recognize certain people at certain times. So let's celebrate our brother home and just, you know, remember, we never know how long we have. I'm sure this was as unexpected for him as it was for us. And let's be thankful for the people we have with us now and remind them that we're thankful for them now. As my mother used to tell me, give me flowers when I'm alive. So, you know, guys, let's be thankful for what we have, the huge body of work that we have, and celebrate what we do have, and celebrate the people we have with us, we have now. And I will see you guys soon. And remember that, you know, you never know what influences someone had in their life to get them where they are now. And I just wanted to give him tribute and thanks. And yeah, he is one of the influences. He is one of the reasons I am here, because as soon as I heard his name, as soon as I, you know, saw the Space Ghost connection, I'm like, wow, that is, you know, that is one of the reasons I am actually here. So had to give him a shout out and give him a little tribute and thanks and tip of the hat. So I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.